I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network as we learn about more breaking news about special counsel Jack Smith's criminal investigations into Donald Trump. For example, that Donald Trump's former chief of staff Mark Meadows has testified before the criminal grand juries investigating Donald Trump. Donald Trump is completely losing it. He's having essentially a nervous breakdown on his social media platform, ranting and raving like the cowardly lunatic traitor that he is. Let's pull up some of the posts that he just made. He just posted, pull it up here. Election interference. Don't let it happen. And he puts election interference in caps, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And Donald Trump's tactic here, of course, is just accuse others of the exact conduct that you engaged in. Donald Trump engaged in election interference, trying to overthrow our democracy and still trying to do so. And here he is in bold caps that it's election interference. They're out to get me. No, you are out to get our democracy with your dangerous fascist movement, and you are being brought to justice by people who truly care about law and order. Pull up the next post. Donald Trump writes, "They are also going after me as retribution," and he puts that in caps, "for the Republicans in Congress going after them. The difference is they have created major crimes. I have created none." Again, it is all projection from Donald Trump. He accuses others of everything that he engages in. And here he's also sending a message to the MAGA Republicans in Congress who have disgraced the halls of the House of Representatives, people like James Comer and Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Paul Gosar and George Santos and Anna Paulina Luna and Kevin McCarthy. I could go on and name everyone because the entire MAGA Republican Party is exactly like Donald Trump, and they look up to the cult of Donald Trump. But here, Donald Trump is telling them, hey, help me out again. And what did they do? MAGA Republican Jim Jordan, who disgraces our country by chairing the House Judiciary Committee, sent a letter on June 6th to Merrick Garland trying to interfere with special counsel Jack Smith's ongoing criminal investigations. They are so predictable, and rather than caring about jobs, our economy, infrastructure, healthcare, education, issues that people are focused, Social Security, Medicare, protecting our veterans, protecting students. No, the MAGA Republicans, their focus is what can we do for our MAGA Republican cult? It is so dangerous and also so weird. Donald Trump's next post, guess what? It's more him whining about election interference, because one of the tactics also was not only just accuse others that which you commit yourself, but also repeat it over and over and over again. That's one of the ways that propaganda is able to propagate. Donald Trump writes, it's all about, and he puts this in caps, election interference. They don't want to run against me. I think they do. They don't want to run against me. I ran twice. I did much better the second time, getting millions and millions more votes than the first. A record for a sitting president, and am leading Biden in the polls by a lot. No, you are not. They are the party of disinformation, accusing others that which he does. You are the party of disinformation. They are using the DOJ and FBI against me to rig the 2024 election. Donald Trump tried to use the DOJ and FBI against President Biden. They'll hit Hunter with something small to make their strike on me look fair. Nothing about these fascists is fair or honest. Fight, and he puts fight in caps. That is an order that he's making to his cult to engage in another insurrection, to harm people. That's why we can't cover our eyes and close our ears to this stuff. I know large media networks like to ignore it and go, oh, we're ignoring it. Then they give them a town hall where it's not even really a town hall. They just have MAGA Republican cult followers there, and then they give him softball questions and really refuse to fact check him. But he's calling for people to fight, physically fight. Let's be clear what he's saying. He's not saying fight for justice. No, he is actually saying to fight against people who are trying to bring him to justice for his crimes. And of course, the projection is real over and over again, calling the people who are investigating him fascist when Donald Trump is a fascist. Donald Trump is a traitor. Donald Trump is a criminal. I wish that large media networks could just say it that simply, because that is who he is. Traitor, fascist, criminal, despicable human being. Let's keep on reading. He writes, the Marxist and fascist, both. You got Marxist, you got fascist. He goes, the Marxist and fascists in the DOJ and FBI are going after me at a level and speed never seen before in our country. I did nothing wrong. Joe Biden keeps that false. Thousands of documents in many locations, some illegally taken from skiffs, which he spells wrong, while he was a senator, a big portion of which were classified. He didn't want to give them back and still doesn't. Nothing happens to him with same reasonable prosecutor who correctly exonerated Mike Pence. I have a much different prosecutor, a Trump hater. The amount of whining here. No, you had the opportunity to turn over these documents when you stole them originally. You stole them, which was a crime, but the National Archives gave you months and months, and a year passed, and close to 2 years passed, and you lied, intentionally lying, and the DOJ got involved, and you lied to them, and you lied to your lawyers, and meanwhile, you were clearly using these documents transactionally. There's clearly a reason why you want to keep these classified records, these sensitive compartmented information, and then how dare you say you telepathically declassified them? That shows your intent. One, it shows you're wrong because you can't telepathically declassify documents, but two, it shows your intent. And your intent here is to cause great and grievous harm to our nation, because the fact that you claim to have declassified these records, which by the way is not an element of any of the crimes that you are being investigated for. It doesn't have to be classified or declassified. It's that you stole government records. You stole records that are part of the national security infrastructure of our government, and you obstructed justice and you concealed and mutilated these records. But the fact that you claim to declassify them, placing our troops and our assets at home and abroad, placing their lives in danger by not letting the national security apparatus of our country know the amount of harm you cause and will continue to cause as a menace to our great country. Here's his next post also. He goes, great news from Live Golf. Live Golf is the Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund backed golf league that plays at Mar-a-Lago. He goes, a big, beautiful, and glamorous deal for the wonderful world of golf. Congrats to all. And he's talking about the merger that was announced on Tuesday between Live Golf and the PGA. They were in litigation with each other, and then they both announced there would be a merger of the two golf leagues, even though Live Golf was clearly not doing very good at all, but they have, I guess, infinite amount of money to buy American sports leagues that don't care about the United States of America. But think about all these MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump. They're like, we're America first, so heck yeah, Saudi Arabia bought the PGA. What are these people even talking about? It's not something to celebrate that the Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund acquired the PGA or merged into it or bought out or bribed or paid off the PGA, whatever the heck happened. That's not good news. That's not America first. Because these people aren't America first. They are MAGA cult, Donald Trump first, and screw over the United States of America. They don't care about our democracy. Really, the America first, heck yeah. Saudi Arabia bought the PGA. Like, what are y'all talking about? And here Donald Trump's next post. This is he reposted this Daily Caller article, and Trump goes, "Isn't that what you want for a president? Somebody that can predict the future? This seems to be the hot story, but it was my great honor to help." Talking about the merger between Live Golf and the PGA. A merger like no other. I mean, just think about how deep you are in the MAGA cult, where you are high-fiving each other for Saudi Arabia taking over the PGA. Like, have they lost their damn minds? Yeah, it's a rhetorical question. The answer is yeah. You want to look at Republican policies in Arizona as well, where they've given massive amounts of their water rights to the Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund. Yeah, America first. We're suffering from droughts. Let the Republican administration give the water in Arizona water rights, critical water rights to the Saudi Arabian government. Heck yeah, America first. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's important that we call this out, folks, that we let y'all know what is going on. We let the people know what is taking place, because this behavior by the modern day Republican Party is not normal. It's dangerous. It's fascism meets idiocracy led by Donald Trump, and it is vital we call it out. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your awesome support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast, and have a great day.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.